bunny. So my coworker was just like, "Hey, do you know how to crochet clothing for Build-A-Bears?" I was like, "Yeah, I've made a little sweater for a Build-A-Bear in the past." And she was like, "Cool, I got this plushie for my daughter. Could you make her a cute little Valentine's fit?" And I was like, "Sure." But then I realized that it was shaped differently than my normal Build-A-Bears, because I have a bunny and I have Cinnamoroll and then I have Pokemon. And Cinnamoroll and the bunny are like the standard size for them, but this one sits on all fours, like it's a sitting one, it's a longhorn. So I was just like, "Oh, can you just give me the plushie so I can like try to size it?" So we're gonna attempt to make a sweater for this little cow. I have made a skirt, but I haven't tested it on it yet. I made the skirt beforehand because this is easy enough to adjust as needed. But I think it should fit looking at it and messing around. Though it might be a little big, which is the one concern, but it's a little big on the back, but that's easy enough as a fix, because what I can do is I can take the tie there and then pop it back up through the other double crochet, and then I'll do the same on this side, and I will do it on this side, and that should allow me to now tie it a little tighter, and then I can do it again until it fits, because it's a ruffle skirt, so it's gonna flare out one way or the other. Thankfully, that's why I made it this way specifically, because I was like, well, skirt is a little more adjustable than a sweater. The sweater, you kind of have to make it to actually fit it, otherwise it just makes it a struggle. So got that on her. And I think I'm gonna lace this one more time. So this skirt is actually, I didn't film the skirt just because I had actually been away dog sitting for the past like week and a half roughly. And I just got home and I slept a lot because I was tired. And so I didn't film when I made the skirt, because I made the skirt while I was dog sitting. So easy adjustment on the skirt, and then you can just tie a nice little bow on there. And now she has a very cute little ruffle skirt, and actually that is like the perfect length for this sitting animal too. Very happy with that, considering. And you can actually pull it up slightly too if you want. So the skirt's construction is very easy, and I can just explain it very quickly. Because I've made skirts for my niece before. My niece has like she has like an American Girl doll off-brand and stuff like that, so I've made stuff for her. So the top row is just a long string of foundation half double crochets, and then once I finished that, I swapped to the main skirt color, and then I did 2 double crochets in every stitch, and then I did a single double crochet, and then I did 2 double crochets, and then I did that for a third row, and then I just did a double crochet per stitch all the way around. Just having all those increases so rapidly in the start gives you the nice ruffled effect. That's how I've made my human-sized skirts as well, because I have a couple human-sized skirts that I personally wear. And then I just did a little shell border. I didn't count the stitches at all for this, but it works out because you turn it into an even number when you first do this first row of doubles regardless. So it's just a very free-form type of skirt pattern, but it works out really nice and cute. And it actually used a full skein pretty much of this like multicolored yarn. I think I have the remainder of it in my pile of pinks and reds over here. If you reach. This was all that was left of the skein. But as for her sweater, we've got a couple options for her, because I made a couple of different test squares to kind of figure out what I wanted to do, because I wasn't sure like how big of a little guy it was gonna be. Because it's like, if it was like my bunny or something, taking like a standard granny square, so little longhorn can sit over there. So my original plan was to build it like a granny square sweater if it was shaped like the standard ones, because you can take a standard granny square and then you could just add the straps and then the sides and grow the sleeves off. But because it is a sitting plushie instead, it's not quite as simple as that. Also, I like the little bow on it. So my next plan of action would be to potentially do the big heart is going to be on the back. And I have different sized granny squares also to kind of test out my idea for what I want to do for this. These two are actually the same pattern, but it's a change of hook size. And I'll link the patterns that I used for these in the description below, because I looked, the only one that's like, this is just a standard granny square. It's just color changes, turn it into a heart. I also apologize that my hands are all cut up and everything. Again, I was pet sitting this past week. They have a kitten. She likes to play. So I have these ones, and then I have a slightly larger one, but I'm looking at them now, and I definitely think going with the smaller hook size will probably be better, because I can change the amount of final rows around to kind of build the sweater part. And I think putting the big heart on the back will be best. And I think potentially I could put one heart in the middle here, so she can have a heart in the front and a heart in the back. And the front part is definitely going to have some shaping done to it to account for the forward-facing hooves. So, all right. So that's going to be the fun, is going to start crocheting that. So I have to remember how I did this. And I think, I know my sister said she liked this color palette the best, so I'll probably stick to that. So I have that one, and then where is my other yarn? Come on. I have all of my yarns like right here, and I've misplaced them all. Funny enough, most of the yarn that I'm using on this project was bought for a completely different thing. Back when the Barbie movie came out, I originally wanted to make a little Barbie outfit, and then I ended up not doing that. Partially. I actually have most of the top done. I just didn't finish one of the cups for the top, and then I never got around to doing the skirt. Because funny enough, this is essentially what I was going to make as a skirt for myself. So I think for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the heart, the main row, and then one row of flat double crochets. And then for the middle, the inner part, I'm only going to do the squaring of the heart, I think. And then I'll build bands out. It's going to be pretty freeform, but, well, actually, it might be better. I'll do the heart on the back, and I have Velcro. I'm remembering this. I do have Velcro. So I could do Velcro. I could hand sew Velcro on the front here. And then I could sew little heart buttons or heart appliques onto the front of that. I think that would, because that way she can take it on and off as she wants. Because I know little kids, they love to dress up their stuff. I know my niece does that all the time. Alright, so we'll go with the big heart on the back, and then we'll do a little closure part on the front. And depending, I might make her a little flower headdress to go with it. So first things first, though, is gotta make a little heart. And let me just re-look at you. So, putting this here, not a tutorial because this is not originally my pattern, so I'm not going to show you a step-by-step. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing. There's an actual tutorial. I will link it in the description. Go watch this. This is just a fun little vloggy style thing of me making a little heart sweater for a coworker. The only difference is they want you to do like a chain up method instead, where you like make your, instead of doing a magic ring, I do a magic ring and then I do a step up single crochet, double crochet. I just think it looks cleaner. Of course, this is really hard to crochet right now because I have a bandage on my index finger because I slammed my hand in the door at work yesterday, which is fun. So because I slammed my hand in the door at work, that means I have to wear a band-aid because I have a big gash on my finger. Because I was trying to adjust the door, but I was talking to a coworker at the same time, and then I started cussing because I got my finger caught. I'm actually surprised. She's a little smaller than I thought she was, so I probably could have used my Eevee like I originally was going to. I have the Eevee, and I was going to test the pattern on the Eevee, but I was like, oh, the Eevee looks like it's smaller, so I don't know if they'll fit the same. I could have totally used my Eevee. So now I'm trying to get this little sweater done in time so I can go drop it off when I have to go do errands tomorrow. Because both the coworker and I work on Valentine's Day, so can't really give her kid the Valentine's Day gift if her mom only gets it on Valentine's Day itself, and we are both working a closing shift. For the record, I am also using a G hook. Typically, I actually prefer using an H hook for when I'm making like little clothing and stuff. But I'm using the G hook specifically because this Karen yarn is slightly softer. Also, this is Karen yarn. It's not super obvious what kind of yarn it is because it doesn't have a label, and it has been living in my stash since I got it and used it for a different project. I can't remember what project I used it on, but I have had it for a long time. And it is part of my scraps that I am currently working to get used up, because that's one of the things I'm trying to do this year. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is I want to get through my yarn scraps, which is why this project was really nice too, because it was just like, oh yeah, I have plenty of pinks and reds I can use up for a Valentine's Day project, because I have a lot of yarn and I need to use that yarn. So this is wonderful. I lost count of my stitches. Good morning. For the record, this is the pattern. It's Viv Crochets, but they don't allow to show the pattern, and that's why I said I'm not tutorializing or anything. They have a tutorial. It's really nice. I'm just gonna turn it into a sweater. I did this wrong too. Good morning. I did it wrong. This yarn is very splitty, and I remember I don't use it much. Plus, you can't even really find this yarn anymore where I live. 1, 2, 3, 4. I used to find this yarn everywhere, but now I can't find it, like, anywhere. The last place I found it was this yarn store, like, 30 minutes from me, but I don't go there very often, and last time I went, I kind of bought everything they had. So, well, no, not everything. That was a different yarn I did that with. It was the Bernat blanket yarn was the one I had bought everything. But all right. Now we have a little heart. And I'm going to try to do something different than I did with this one. So an issue I had with this original heart, and I had it with my other one that I did like this, was I didn't like how the border feels very, like, choppy. So what I'm going to try to do instead is I'm going to try to crochet in the back loops only, and hopefully that'll give it a little bit more finesse. That's my hope. This yarn, for the record, so this was a Karen yarn, and then this is a Maystays anti-pill yarn, I do believe, is what it is. It's just from Walmart. It's just from Walmart, and it's left over from a different project I never finished. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna go in the back loops only, and I'm doing a standing double crochet for this one. I just like them. I think it just makes tying ends in better. So, but now I'm just gonna do the border, and I probably am gonna be too focused on crocheting, so I'm not gonna talk. So we're gonna speed this back up. So enjoy that. Enjoy the speed. is the start of the back of the sweater. I think that looks pretty cute so far. So let's bring our little moodle. Get it? Moodle, because it's a cow. Oh, that fits perfectly! Oh, I love that. That's so good. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Like that fits perfectly to her little back. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to cut my yarn actually, and I'm going to start adding rows to just the two sides here, back and forth, to just bring it closer to the arms. Because the start of the arm, like where it curves, is actually here. So the width, this part here is nice, but I want this longer so I can start getting it down. So I need to probably do like 2 or 3 rows on each side. So I'm going to cut my yarn so I can start it in the corners. And then I'm going to go back and forth because I will add a little border and stuff at the end of it. What I'll probably do is I'll probably use this yarn that I used for the trim here, or I might use white. But for now, I'm going to cut the yarn, and then I'm going to just reattach it and then keep going back and forth. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start making the sleeve into the front. This is, actually, I think I'm going to do one more row. No, I am going to go right into making her sleeve. So this one's going to be interesting. So, essentially, I'm going to crochet I'm going to crochet 2, and then I'm going to chain enough to get around her arm. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright. So I think 20 will be good. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, that works pretty well. So that's that, and then I'm going to connect it about 2 up. One, 2, oh, no, it needs to be half doubles, not doubles. So 1, then 2. And chain up, and then we're going to turn our work. Then 1, and then 2. And then I'm going to, because I chained 20, I'm going to half double crochet 20 to start making her front half of her sweater. And eventually these chains will also be where I make her sleeves. why won't you get on my hook? Thank you. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I feel like I miscounted. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I miscounted, so I did 19 chains instead of 20. So 19. I'm gonna remember that for when I go to do the other side. So now you can see that allows me to slip this right on her. And you see she's got the nice little front kind of form in. So I think I'm going to do at least 2 more rows. Alright, that's very cute, and then I could have it just attach right here, and then she'll have a... You guys can't even see it because I zoomed in. But you see she's got the cute little fit, and then I'll add some on the bottom too. Alright, we're going to cut it here. That way I can now do her other side, because once I have both sides done, it'll be a little bit easier to kind of figure out what's going on. So. Alright, so there's the base little sweater. So let's get her back up here and see if I can't get my camera to zoom in slightly. So put one hoof on that one, rotate her around, should be able to put her other hoof just like that. Alright, so currently her little vest looks like this. So you can see it still needs a little bit to connect in the front, and there's some light bowing that comes around here. So what I probably could have done is I probably could have actually not put the rose fully here, but I have an idea for how. I think once I get the borders on it, it'll help make it look a little nicer. But definitely want to add a border here, but I have been crocheting for about an hour, so stretch, relax, you know, all that jazz. So I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna stretch. I'm going to also recake my yarn while I'm doing that and think about what I want to do. Because I had the thought that potentially I might make her sleeves in white and then do the border with the same pink here. That way it kind of pulls it back in. So, yeah, I'm gonna go stretch for a bit. Okay, I took my break and now I've been thinking about how I'm going to go about this, and I know what I want to do now. I've also figured out how I'm going to fix this. So what I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to do half doubles here, and then I'm going to switch into, I'll probably do a double or so here and then do trebles all the way back all through. It should make it all even out in height. And I did decide that I want to do the sleeves in white. So the sleeves are going to be white. The trim will be this pink, and then obviously I'm gonna keep working with the same dark one. And you'll notice they're all nice and fresh now because I recaked them. So to start this off, I'm going to attach this here. I'm just going to pull that as a long loop so I can try it on the, I'm going to move these for a second. Give it a little try on, see how it looks. My hook's trying to escape. Oh, that fits so much better now. Like, that rounds out a lot better on her now. Honestly, I almost wonder if I should have added a couple more on this side and this side. But no, because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a nice little... I'm going to go get a heart button or something from the store and put that there. So I think that'll... Oh, now I'm torn. Because the only reason now I'm torn is because it's like if I do it on this side, I'd have to go mimic it on the other side. But I started this one from here. Of course, you can't see anything because there's a hoof in the way. Let me zoom out a little bit. There is... So it's like if I went up to do the trebles again, to maybe like here, that would probably work a lot better actually. So what I'll do instead is I'm going to undo everything I just did. So let's see, about here. So I'm going to pull this off now. Untangle her. And you sit back over. Looks a little wonky, but it's how it fits on the plushie. That's what's important, not how it looks as a flat garment. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Like, look how much nicer that lines up now. So when the trim's on there, it's going to be good, and then it's going to have the nice little open. And then this is the one thing. Because it's doing the thing it was doing earlier too. Where now that part looks good, but now we've got this weird little back flap that looks a little wonky. Something I could do is I could just do triples from here down on both sides, and then I can just seam it. Like, I can just sew it. That might be the best course of action instead of straight crocheting. So I'm going to do that because I think that'll look best. So from here, let's count 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You know those moments when you have to sneeze, and then you want to sneeze, and then you think, oh, I can't sneeze, and then it gets stuck, and now you can't sneeze, so you get no sense of relief, and it's like, why? So now I just feel weirdly congested. Try to get myself back in frame.
Oh yeah, you can't even tell. That looks great. You can't even see it. That looks great. Then just hide the fucking tail. There's a little bit of a bump, but I think it'll work out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. I think I did 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, it'd help if I did this the right way I want to do it to hide it. This yarn is nice because it doesn't like, it's very easy for me to add it in and hide it. Funny enough, I have a full cardigan that I've made with this kind of yarn and I've still not finished it. Technically, this pink red is supposed to be for the collar of that yarn and I've just never finished it. Alright, let's try her on again. Oh, we looking good. We looking good. We eating good in the neighborhood. I can make that joke. I work there. Alright, alright. So I'm gonna do the border on the main part and then I'm going to do the sleeves. Oh, my boy is asleep under the table. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, I love him. Oh, my boy. Sorry, you had to witness him. switching stitch markers. This is one I made. I found these little seashell, I found this little pack of oceany pendant things, and then I got these. They're actually earrings. So the funny thing about these is I had seen them in a video, and I have some stitch markers from Amazon like this, and I really like these the way they close, but I could not for the life of me find these kind of clasps. I think I spent over a month trying to figure out what kind of clasp they are because I'm too anxious to just comment on the video that I had seen with them and be like, hey, what are the clasps called for the stitch markers? But through happen chance, when I was looking up, I think what I was looking up was circular lobster claw and stuff like that, and then I finally found them, and they're actually earrings. So I bought a pack of them so that bestie.
It's like a little varsity jacket.
Look how cute that
It's
is.
cute.
Like,
She's ready for prom.
oh, she's so cute.
She's ready for the big game. Homecoming. That's what it is.
I'm gonna put a pink trim on the sleeves too to kind of cinch them up a little bit.
Yeah.
But look how cute.
It's very cute.
Oh, they're so cute.
I think Cal's a very interesting choice.
Apparently her daughter really, really wanted this one, so
Kids are weird, yeah.
who am I to judge? Look, I'm an adult with a Furby collection.
No, I'm also just speaking from like Build-A-Bear's point of view. This cast specifically is a very interesting choice.
Yeah, I guess a Longhorn. I think it's also, like you were saying earlier, it's really interesting to see which ones they decide to, like...
Be bipedal and then not bipedal.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you think Build-A-Bear, you think bipedal stuffed animal.
What do we think? Should I do the cuff in the dark pink or the light pink? Because I was thinking...
Light pink, because it matches the trim.
That's what I was thinking. That was the original plan, but then I was just like,
It would make it more cohesive.
Yeah.
Hi guys, look! All finished!
It's cute.
Got a cute little sweater here. The only thing that's not finished is I might get buttons, but I'm also considering doing like a tie closure to match the skirt. But it's like at the same time, it also just really cutely, you can just pop it on that arm.
It sounds like this is for kids.
Yeah. But it's
The
just,
tie might be too much, because the tie might also be clunky.
yeah. But like,
As cute as it is.
yeah, like it closes on its own. Like she's got her cute little fit on, and then she's got her skirt. Well, like I said, her daughter's bigger too.
I'm sorry, I forget it stands up.
Oh yeah, no, like
I'm
it
sorry.
stands up.
It's quadrupedal.
Yeah, because I keep it sitting. But like, there we go.
My
And
daughter's bigger, but like she's still a kid.
yeah, I mean that itself is also just cute like that. So, and it holds its shape well. So, but I'm gonna probably take some glamour shots and see you at the end. A big thank you to my Patreon supporters, Submissive Durg, Piero Vermel, and Thing. Thank you guys so much for your support. It really means a lot. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!